And away we go.
At, at first, I want to talk a little bit about you.
Okay.
We read your bio,
Yeah.
and I wanted to give you a chance to give a short introduction on your own, kind of
Okay.
in your own words, if you wanted to.
Yeah. My name is Bobbi Parish. I'm a trauma recovery coach and the executive director of the International Trauma Recovery Coaching Association. I grew up in trauma, steeped in trauma, and it really was very damaging to me. I had pretty severe mental illness from about the ages of 22, probably almost until 35. Was homeless for a while, bounced in and out of psychiatric wards, lost jobs due to my mental illness, just had a really, really rough time. And coming out of that on the other end, when I first started getting trying to get help, there wasn't a lot of info out there about trauma. It just wasn't even on the books for people, no scientific research. So a lot of the reason it took me so long to get better is because I didn't have trauma informed help. So I came out of this on the other end and went, this can't be the same for other people. It just can't. So went back and got my master's degree, worked as a therapist for a while, but began to realize the importance of that connection relationship between the healer and the person who wants to be healed. And within the realms, within that box that therapy sets up, it doesn't engender or welcome that connection. So I moved over into trauma recovery coaching and found for me the sweet spot for trauma recovery. It is that connection. Trauma disconnects us on a huge scale, disconnects us from ourself, we self-abandon, disconnects us from other people, and then disconnects us from the world at large. So now I focus on teaching people how to become trauma recovery coaches and how to go out in the world and work with trauma survivors and give them that high quality trauma informed care, and also work really hard on building that relationship. Um, when I was in recovery, bouncing around therapists, psychiatric wards, people kept saying to me, well, because I'd say, I just want to be loved. I just want to be loved. And they'd say, well, no one's going to love you until you learn to love yourself. And it was like, well, okay, then I'm done. I don't know how to do that. So I found a therapist who did that for me. She taught me how to love myself and she taught me how to love other people. And I tell people interpersonal trauma, so trauma sustained within the course of a relationship, whether it's child abuse, domestic violence, bullying, workplace harassment, trauma sustained within a relationship cannot be completely healed just by talking about it. It has to at least partially be healed in the course of a relationship. And that's what we're about as trauma recovery coaches. So that's me. I am married. My wife and I have 3 teenagers and really, really high food bills. And we separate our time between Bristol in the United Kingdom and here in Dallas, Fort Worth.